time to do some daily journaling. This is Grace at the Comfy Nest with Grace. I'm just going to grab my chair so I can come on over and hang out with you guys. Let's see. Oh, is that backwards? I don't know how to fix that. We're going to see if we can fix it. First of all, let me find you guys on my computer here so that when I get you guys down on the table, you can see what I'm doing and I can see your comments. That'll be so fun. Let's do it. What day is it? It is September 26th, Friday. And what I wanted to do was work in my daily journals, which I know you guys are so interested in how I do that. Here we go. We're doing it. Awesome. Now maybe when anybody gets in here, if you say hello, I'll be able to see your comments. Okay. There's Shauna. Hey, good morning, Shauna. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. So I just finished this book, you guys. I didn't love it. Didn't love it. It was so sad and depressing. I'm not sure if I can fix that being backwards for you. Let's just see. Hold on, let me see. There's a whole bunch of buttons here. Oh, we got lighting on. What does this do? Green screen? No, we don't want that. What does this do? Awesome. Retouch. Okay, let's do that. Nope, we don't want that. And we don't want the green screen. Let's say no to the green screen. There we go. All right. I don't know how. I don't like it. It was compelling. Like it kept my attention all the way to the end. But it was very sad. Like their lives were just incredibly sad. And I was like, that's just not fun. All right, I don't know how to flip this, you guys, to get this so that it's not backwards for you, but I want to record this in my daily journal along with, check this out. I'll get you down on the table here in a second. I got all of this stuff gathered up to put in the journal. So what I usually do, because although I call this I should really just call it a keepsake journal because it's not, I don't really do it daily. A lot of people do. I just don't have that discipline. So what I generally do when I get something that I want to put in my journal, I just put it with the journal. And then after about a week, maybe longer, I come back and I sit and I put things in here to keepsake them and to write and to like record whatever I want to record. So that's what I'm doing today. Shauna, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I think what I'm going to do, if you don't mind, hit that like button. That helps me a lot. I'm going to copy this link and send it over to the Telegram channel just to make it easier for all the Telegram folks to find this feed. Let's try it. I had been using StreamYard for years to go live, both on YouTube and on Facebook at the same time. And I've stopped doing that. And I think it's an interesting experiment and what's going to happen in terms of like the experience for both of us. Anyway, let me get you down here. Let's get into this book. So this is my daily journal. I do love the color. I love the ribbons so much. Now, I had stuffed this stuff in the front. This was a little gift from Callie, and I really, really want to have it in this book. I just want to see it. Were these things that I needed to do something with? No, these were literally just wanted to keepsake them in here. Like I do not want to glue that down because I want to be able to take it out and admire both the front and the back. I just love it so much. So that's going to stay in there. This thing, I don't remember what it came off of, to be honest with you. So I'm going to poke it in here. And if I ever need any type of tie, I'll have it. So I'm just going to poke that back in. I have to remind myself what I was doing. I need to find a place to record books that I've read and finished. So that's the next thing I'm going to look for is that. You guys have a lot of, I'm going to move you. So sorry for Shauna. I hope you don't get motion sickness, girlfriend. I'm going to move you because I want you to get less of this, my computer, and more of my book. So we're going to go like that and hope that that's a little better for you in terms of vision or view of what I'm doing. Yeah, I ordered a new camera, you guys, for doing this just to make it, and actually just to make it easier. I'm going to flip it. I guess I had you on me. Sorry about this, girls. I had you on me so that you could see me. And if you weren't familiar with me, you'd get to know me. Now, it's really just, let's get you on here so that you can see there. So you can see what I'm working on. Awesome. Less computer, more table. What's up, Shauna? What are you up to today? Talk to me, friend. All right, let me find a place to record that I just finished this book. I could do it right here. It's a perfect place for it. So let me find now. What do I want to write in? I think I have brown, I have black, I have red. I'm going to go to my gel pens. Let's do red so that kind of stands out. And then I'm donating this to the secondhand store. You know, I do love keeping books. I mean, I don't know when this came out, actually. My cousin sent it to me to read it. I don't know when it was. Like, when did this book come out? Let's see if it says in here. 2015, so it's not exactly new. So I'm just going to record it. So yesterday was not, I read it, like, actually I finished it at like 2 this morning, which is crazy, but true. So I actually finished it on the 26th. Do you guys record any of this stuff, like the books that you read? The Girl on the Train. So I did see one woman, she just has like one sheet of paper at the start of her book, and she writes all of them on that one sheet of paper. So I don't know. I don't read. It takes me forever to finish a book. So it's not like I'm reading a lot of books. I spoke to a woman the other day. She said she just finished her 52nd book this year. I'm like, holy buckets. If I read 3, I think I'd be in good shape. That's how slow I am. So I'm just going to make a note. Kept my attention. Like, I didn't mind going back to it. Like, I was kind of like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen next. But very sad. It was a very sad, depressing book. Okay, there we go. That can get aside now. I'm done with the book. Awesome. Now, I'm looking for it. Now, I added this little pocket, which I love. I added this here. Oh, I added that there. What happened here, Gracie? Did I glue that down? Doesn't appear, though, as though I did. It smells so good. It smells like balsam. It came popping off, so I guess we have to find a new way to affix that on there. So we're going to go with the trusty stapler. The wax from, it was on top of a candle, and the wax from the candle is seeping through the paper, which is hilarious to me. It's totally fine. I think I'm going to do a couple of these to really make sure it stays. There we go. And actually, that could become like a little pocket if I wanted it to. Let's do one more right here. There. Okay, that's in. Hey, Mary. Hello, Ethel. Welcome, welcome, Lisa. Hi, guys. And gals, I should say. Hi, gals. Welcome, welcome. What's everybody up to today? Talk to me a little bit. Tell me what's going on in your world. I love to hear from you. So this I sent to Lori Elliott, and it got kicked back to me. So I think I'm going to put this in my book. And actually would be really cute right here. So I think I will affix this on here, and I wouldn't mind it being a little flip out, so I know, like, why is this here? Okay, so where do I want to put it, Gracie? I think I want to put it here. So I guess I'll use some washi tape to stick that. Do I want washi tape, Gracie? No, I'm going to use clear tape so I don't have a whole lot of like extra stuff going on here. So let me get just some regular old clear tape so we can glue, affix this on here. So I'm going to put it on the postcard first, half of it. And then I'm going to affix it here. There's something bumpy back there that's kind of in my way. There, that's pretty. And then I'm going to be able to do that and see why it's in there. Now this, I ordered some t-shirts from this place called Hardcore Catholic. And they sent me this pretty, really pretty prayer card. Or, you know, like this little order insert. So that's kind of funny. With Mother Mary behind a bubbler. And so I'm going to make a note on here. I'm going to say one of my groups that I support monthly and follow, and I read the books that they produce and watch their videos and stuff, is Dynamic Catholic. And their tagline is Be Bold, Be Catholic. So I ordered 3 Catholic t-shirts to Be Bold, Be Catholic. That makes me laugh because I know it's from Dynamic Catholic. Different company, but it makes sense to me, so it's going in. Okay, this is our advertising content for my husband's company, our family company. So this is when we go to the radio station, our ad executive gives us she gives us each one of these scripts, and then we each say our part, and this is how we put our ads together for the radio. So late summer 2025. This was just before both the boys went to school. So I've been keeping these. I'm going to put it in here. It's just, I want to keepsake it. I want to keep it. So it's going to go back here with Mother Mary. Now this, I went to a concert with some friends. When was this? My gosh, this was in June. So, and I had wrote in here. Some of this stuff that's a little note that I wrote right here. I missed a few months of daily journaling. So, previous things may appear in this book. So this is what I'm going to do. I don't know that I need all of these. I think I'm just going to keep one. Get rid of the other ones. And let's find a way to write down what this was all about. Mary, what's happening, friend? You guys are awfully quiet. Talk to me in the comments. What are you up to? Who's doing what today? The whole, you know, the whole benefit of hanging out with me live is we get to chat. So ask me your questions. Share with me what you got going on. Anything exciting happening today or this weekend? Okay, so on here, I'm going to get a blue pen. So we're matchy-matchy, and I'm going to write who I went with here to this concert. I didn't even know who that was. I went to the concert, just, you know, friends had asked us to go. Went with sorry, girls. It's my process of writing. We had actually had a great time. We weren't thinking we would stay for very long, but then we ended up staying for a long time. For the whole thing, actually. Okay, this now. So I'm just trying to find a place to stick it. To me, it really doesn't matter where it goes. I just got to find a home in the book. The rest of them, scrap paper. Scrap paper over my scrap paper pile. Aw, this popped up in my memories 19 years ago. I mean, Landon is 20. This popped up in my memories on, I think, Snapchat. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's my aunt and uncle, my mom's sister and my mom's brother. And I had taken my son to go down and meet them when I had gone home to see my family, they're both passed away now. They lived about, I'd say a half hour, 40 minutes south of Boston, you know, and we lived north of Boston. I mean, my family lives north of Boston, so I took Landon down to see them, and that was in their like front porch looking into their kitchen. I think it's the sweetest picture. So it's a memory that popped up on Snapchat. So I think I'm going to cut this out and put it with it, because it says what it is. I'm just going to, keep these together. That'd just be easier if I did that. How crazy is that? I'm gathering papers for my first real junk journal. I've been watching a lot on Whatnot for ideas. Oh, yay, Ethel. Good for you. That is super exciting. I'm glad for you. That's just, oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful and fun hobby to have. So I'm thrilled to know that you're going to start. That makes me so happy. Thank you for sharing that. So the fun, I think much of the fun is gathering up your materials. And, you know, you can gather up your materials and change your mind. Keep gathering as you go, because the book will start taking on a vibe, right? So that's kind of cool. I'm just going to write down on here. I didn't like how this pen came through that other printer paper. I could see it through my writing. I could see it through here. And I don't love that, so I'm going to get a different kind of pen. I'm just going to get a regular old, let's see if I can write with this, if it's going to come through. Let's test. Kind of. Isn't that funny? How about this one? A lot less. Okay, let's write with this one. It's just regular printer paper. I didn't do it on anything special. And I am going to write, not Snapchat. What was the name of that? There was like a photo system that you could load all your photos and then order photos online to be mailed to you. Anyway, it popped up on there. This is, I'm going to write down who's in the photo, just in case I'm ever gone and my kids are looking at this and saying, where the heck were we and what was going on? Grace and Landon visiting. I remember the name of the road that they lived on, for goodness sake. Woodbine Road. Well, no, Grace, hold on. Oh my gosh, how can I remember the road? I'm just seeing if it pops up. Wouldn't that be interesting if it did? Yeah, they lived in Walpole, no? Walpole? Is Woodbine Road Walpole? Norwood. I knew I was wrong. It's next to Walpole. Hold on, girls. We're going to make a correction here. I'm just going to cross it out. I have some correction tape. I just don't have it with me. There's her obituary. Oh my gosh, that's interesting. Her obituary came right up in the Boston Herald. It's a bit of a, you know, like a walk down memory lane. So I'm looking at her obituary. Hold on, I'm going to look at it. No, gotta have it pulled up. All right, I'm going to leave that there so I can look at it later. A little trip down memory lane. Oh my goodness. You lost me? Oh no. Am I back? I hope I'm back. Yeah, they won't know anything, Cheryl. I can't tell you how many photos we have that we know are family photos, but I have no idea who the people are. Even my parents' wedding photos, I'm like, who was this person that was her maid of honor, like, or his best man? I think they may have told me at one point when I was younger, but I, didn't think to write it down then. Where I want this to kind of have a good spot. Yep, right here. It's going to go right here. And it just fits, man. It just fits. So I think I'm going to just take a sliver off of here. Hey there, Christy. Christy, my friend from Funky Junk Inspiration, is here. If you guys are not following, please go follow and subscribe to my friend's page. I would appreciate that. I know she would appreciate that. We, us creatives, working to share, spread the good word of our creative ventures, and it's just really great to have that support. Now, I want to be able to read this, so when I put this here, I don't want to put it down so that I can't read that, so I'm going to put it down with tape. And actually, I might do something to honor it a little more. I might do something a little more decorative. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get this down. I'm going to hinge it like this. And then I could put something there to just beautify it. Yes? Like, I'm thinking something actually fabricy. Sorry for the banging. I'm digging through my little stash. Yeah, something like that would be cute. It's just like an extra little honor for my mom's family, who just meant the world to me. It's like, it looks like a little curtain. Looks like a little curtain. Now, I just cleaned this stinker out today. I had to go get a needle nose plier from the garage, open up the cap because it was kind of glued on. You know how that gets. And then I took this to the sink and I rinsed hot water in it and worked hard at getting, oh, now look what's happening. There we go. Tried to get that cleaned out. Now look, there's glue down in there. I can see that there's glue down in there. We don't want that there. I'm gonna have to clean this out again. There we go, I got some of it. So I worked on this before I went live. I don't want to bend that needle in there, but I do want to get any of the excess glue out. So I'm gonna take a little minute here. I think it's because I wet everything, so now what I really could use is a Q-tip, but I don't have one handy. So I'm just gonna run this along in there and pick up some moisture. There we go. Okay, let's see if I can get this to stick with this glue. It's Nuvo glue, which actually works pretty well. I just have not been enjoying this, treasuring this glue dispenser. I paid a lot of money for it and I don't love it. I know a lot of people love it. It's just, I'm not one of them. I can't grow to enjoy it. I haven't yet. Oh my gosh, isn't that the cutest cover? With that little eyelet trim. It makes me think of them so much because my aunt would have been born, she was born in 1932, I believe. So, I mean, we're talking the time, no, it's not sticking very well. The time when women, you know, they dressed so feminine and so pretty all the time. I'm going to my Fabri-Tac. I think because I'm taping, oh no, I'm gluing down over this tape. I think it's the tape that it's not wanting to stick to. And this Fabri-Tac, you know, is awfully sticky. So I think this will have better luck with it. Okay. Cute, cute. Cute, cute. This is rather distracting. So actually, let's just see if there's anything else in my stash that I could put up there to like tone that down a little. Oh, look, another one popped up. This is at my aunt's house. This popped up as well. This is a family reunion photo, probably one of the last. There I am right there. I was probably about 12 or 13. That is like my big extended Irish family. All right, let me cut this one down. I'm going to put this aside for a minute because that needs to dry and that'll give me some space to work. Let me check comments. Am I still live? Can you guys still see me? I had trouble yesterday too. I think I have to call. We get our Wi-Fi through the local telephone company, and I think I'm going to have to call them. I'm not loving that. Okay, you know me. I love myself. I love me some ripped edges, but for this one, I really want it to be straight. Thank you, Cheryl, for telling me. She says, yes, you're fine. Thank you for telling me. I want this one to be straight. I don't want these ripped edges. So I'm going to come in with this and just, let's be official about this, huh? I'm not often official about my paper cutting. But in this instance, I do. And I may even, this is going to be a little smaller, I think, than the space where I want it to go. So maybe I'll even put a like a solid color border over it, like a frame. Because look at how lost it gets on. I love this paper. This is like, I do love using, so for Ethel's benefit, if you find adult coloring books at the thrift stores, because they can be expensive. Even at my thrift store, I feel like they're a little expensive. But when I find them and they're not expensive, I do pick them up because I do like them, using them in for junk journal pages. But in this instance, so that these two photos show up really well, I think I'm going to put a more solid paper behind this to let it showcase a little. So I'm going to go, let's go to my paper scraps. And girls, you know I got me some paper scraps. Let's see if I can just find a solid or a more solid background, even if it's a book page, like even if it's copy stained paper, you know, something. And then what I could do is write on that write that this was a family reunion. So here's some painted book paper. I actually painted that double-sided so that I could use that for junk journal pages. So no, not that. Let's see, that too. Flipping through my huge stash of papers. Okay, I'm looking. These are some offcuts, but I think they're a bit too fancy for my liking. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that would be pretty. But I don't know that I'd be able to write on that. Look at it. It's kind of embossed and shiny. Okay, we're still looking. We're still looking. That was a wedding invitation. That's funny. This is like parts of the wedding invitation that we got, and it's like this really pretty purple paper, and it's a thick cardstock, so I kept it. I think it's too small. It's about the same size as my photo, unless I cut that photo down just a little further, which I absolutely could do. Let's do it. And then I'll have that pretty paper in my book. So let's cut down the grass. And let's cut, I don't want to necessarily, so there's the pool. I don't remember that being their house color. Their house was yellow, so I don't know what that might, I don't remember if that was like a neighbor's house in the backyard. 21 Woodbine Road in Norwood was a yellow house at the time. I should Google map it and see what it is now. Yeah, so see, we could make that, I think I could cut it down even just a little further. I have no idea what is sitting in the grass right there. There's something sitting in front of my sister on the grass. We're gonna make that go away. So you have a little bit more space on here. Yes, and then I'm gonna write down here. Essentially making a little frame for it. This, I find this whole practice to be super relaxing. Yeah, like that. Aww, that's so sweet. To move the live chat from the screen, hold your finger in the screen and a menu will pop up and just toggle live chat off. Hey, Christy, we love that you're helping us know how to do that. I appreciate your help. Please go support my friend Christy on her page. Okay, I need this to just give me some room to do this. So I can make sure, it doesn't even bother me if I'm not uber straight. See, this is the only thing about this type of book, this technique for putting your book pages in. It is very flexible in the fact that I can pull pages out if I need to, but then they're very wobbly, which I'm not used to and I don't necessarily love. I'm gonna just glue this down. This is a little flippy flap. Interactive. I mean, I could make this a flippy flap, but I don't think I want to. I think I'm just going to glue it down. And then I'm going to write on there. Like, whose wedding invitation was this? I think I like replied online. Most of the weddings now, they have like an online website for the wedding. It's not funny. Okay, I'm going to write under here, and I can write in black in this instance. Just, Higgins family. I don't know. My older cousin, Doreen, said like circa 1986, question mark. That would have made me 14. I think it's probably this photo. Let me see if I can see my younger brothers. There's Gregory. And Gregory is 5 years younger than me. It might be. Boy, I was really young looking at 14 compared to 14-year-olds today. I look like what a 9-year-old looks like now. Isn't that crazy how times change? I don't know the year, but I am still going to say Norwood, Massachusetts. Oh my gosh. So you see, you guys, my daily journal, it can be whatever you want. If you want to write, like be writing, you can write in your daily journal. If you want it to be like me, a keepsake, like we got a new freezer. Deep freezer in the basement died, so we got a stand-up freezer to replace it. So I don't know. I just thought it was funny to put that in my book. Enjoyed these little treats with my husband. So I like to keepsake things like this. I do a little bit of writing. For me, my daily journal is not a written journal. It's a keepsake of the stuff going on in my life. So this right here, I went to a wellness clinic recently to have them help me, like, to figure out how I can feel better. And this was a set of tests that they ran. So I kept the envelope so I could put this in there. And then this is their business card. Oh, look at my appointment card. So I thought I would keep these. Now, I actually could use this as a kind of a frame for the card. and then find a place for this in the book. And I want to be able to say, like, why is this significant? So I'm going to attach this here. There's my appointment. Let's see what it says. Oh, this is my more recent one. Actually, this isn't my first appointment. So let's see, how do I want to do this? I kind of like the pink and the white and the green together, but I want these, I want to be able to see them. Back to the tape again. Back to the tape again. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. I'm going to tip this in like this. Oh, it wasn't quite. Oh, hold on, Gracie. It's not as even as I want it to be. I want it to land here. So I'm going to fold this back, my tape. I got to figure, I want it to land so that I can see white all the way around. It didn't land where I wanted it to. There, that's better. Okay. And then what I'll do is, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to clip it in just for something different. They're stuck together. Come on, you. I'm going to clip this in here. And then I write something. So I'm going to go like this. So hopeful they can help me feel well. I'm just going to say well. I'm not even going to get into like all the aches and pains. I'm just going to say, I hope they can help me feel well. Because I don't feel well most days. I just don't feel good. So it's good to have somebody on my side who knows what tests to run and give me advice and things like that. Okay, this whole little packet is from Callie. Oh, this actually, when my cousin sent me that book, she sent me this sticker with it. So this book, she sent me this sticker. So can I find a place here? I have this little train page, and this is covered up here. I don't necessarily mind covering it up like that. So I think I will, because it'll give a little more attention to my writing. So I'm going to cover up the two little people and put my little book sticker there. Thank you, Michelle. So Michelle, actually, same family. Her parents are here in this picture. Michelle, I don't know that Michelle's in this picture. That might be her. I wonder if I'm not holding her right there, because there's her older brother. That might be Michelle right there. Michelle, if you're watching this, that may be you that I'm holding in that picture. I'd need somebody. No, there's your brother, because there's your dad. So this is my cousin's husband. There's her brother. I'm guessing that's Michelle. Oh my gosh, Michelle. That is wild, girlfriend. Anyway, thanks for the book. I finished it. I did find it compelling, but sad. And there's the little sticker you gave me. Oh my gosh. See how it all ties together? I love it. I love it. Okay, this stuff is stuff that Callie gave me. Thank you for being a friend, Callie. So I'm going to put this, I want to find a place. Now, these are the Edith Holden pages that she sent me. Oh my goodness. Saving those for a book. And then here, she sent me the spine of the book, actually. Let's see, what else did she put in my little... She sent me another clip and some more papers. So let's just see if there's anything. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. All right, I wanted to see them so I can decide if there's a place I want to put them. But for sure, I'm going to put these in my keepsake journal. Let's just see. Now, I could use this instead of, oops. I love that she just clipped this on here. I thought it was like so clever. But if I need this way, I wonder if this is big enough to hold this down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, let's get rid of this one and use Callie's clip. Move up, little wonder. There we go. Oh my gosh, and then I'll have this little tag hanging out. So Callie sent me, like I could glue this in here, or let's see. This is like, this is substantial. This is really thick. I actually think I can use this in a book. I think if I opened this up, I could make this a book cover or something. I don't know that I want to actually put that whole thing in here, but I like having this here. And it would be nice to keep these close together. And I'm going to write pages and spine gifts from Callie. Callie's in the Craft Therapy Club membership group. She's also in the Paper Pack. It was the ATC membership group that I had started a couple of years ago with Michelle and the other ladies, and now that group has transformed. She just celebrated 2 years of that group. We started that group 2 years ago, and Callie was in it originally. I'm just going to clip it in there so that I can, again, so I can read that. And then that will be floating. I love that, floating out here. It actually matches this paper here. I better scan that photo and map the people. It's just a printout. It's not the actual photo, Cheryl. I don't know. I think my cousin owns the photo and she posted it on Facebook, so I just printed it. Sometimes I do. Cheryl's saying, you use a lot of washi. Do I use glue behind it? On something like this, I always do. Yeah, almost all the time. When I use washi, I use my permanent glue stick to hold it down. So yes, almost all the time. Okay, now let me put these pens back. And this book, I haven't done anything to the outside because I like to get through. Like I marked this one the month of September, and I still have, look at all these pages I have left. So listen, this is the thing about this. Look at all these pages. This might have to become September, October, because I still have so many pages left. But this is the way that this book is put together, because I did it the way I did. I can slip pages out and rearrange them. So that is one of the benefits of doing this tied spine or binding. We're almost at the end of September, and then look at all the pages left to this. All of this is still remaining in, oh, one more in this signature. So I think this could be September, October at the rate that I'm doing this. That's upside down, obviously. It printed wrong on my printer. I fed it through wrong. So I'll end up covering that with something. It's not a big deal to me. Where did it go? I'll end up covering that with something. You see how my pages get so filled up. Okay, so it's the end of September. I'm going to save these for something else from Callie. I'm caught up with the things from September that I wanted to put in here. However, I do have, I want to show you here in a minute. Let me just do a little cleanup here. Okay, you can sit off to the side, my darling. My little darling gifts from Miss Callie. Okay, this is my first one of these that I did. And I didn't even finish this one. I got so excited. I found another way to do them, so I started a new one. So this one, I think my clip just came off, and I think that was holding this stuff in place. So it didn't pop out of here, because it's pretty heavy, these things. Okay, so this one I'm fast forwarding so I can see where I left off here. This was 2024 when I had my surgery. And then here, 2024, was right before my surgery. That's when Landon graduated from high school. And I didn't put graduation in here, I don't think. I made that like a little pocket. That's what I did with that. So this is Landon and Maddie at DECA in April 2024. I ended up having surgery at the beginning of June, and graduation was in between there. So I didn't leave room in here for graduation. So with the few pages that I have left, I only have this many pages in this book. I think I should put graduation stuff in here. But I still have, we went to Lynyrd Skynyrd. When was this? What was the date on this? August 2024. So see, because I'm not very consistent, my book jumps around. Easily solvable, right? If you just want to be better at it than me. I think I'm going to, hold on. I'm going to put this aside for a minute. And let's just see what I have left in this bucket. I made some pockets out of food labels, which I freaking love. They make me laugh. I think they're so fun. I had another one in here. Where did it go? Oh, right here. I love those. Okay, so anyway, this is August 2024. I think this is from Landon's. Look at this is Landon's little list that he makes himself every morning to stay organized. So I could put that in with the summer because I think that was his senior year. These are just food packages that I like to keep because I like putting them in my journals. Unfortunately, I don't remember. This was from I could go into Gannon's, Mayo Clinic account and see when did we exactly go there. Marco Island, good gravy. I just saved these because I went to Marco Island with my sisters, and I saved these because they were cool. Like the local heritage museum was giving out these cards, so I took them and I just haven't had a chance to use them yet. So I don't know that I can get those in the book. Again, more food storage that I love to use in my books. This, yeah, when we went to Rochester, this is that same visit as this visit. And that was the street address of my house growing up, 111. So I kept that because I was like, shut up. We went through Culver's and that was our street number. Now let me see if this actually has a date in it. If you get into like a mode of doing this, you can see the struggle. If you want to keep things in chronological order and you don't keep up with it, then it's like, when did this happen? This was 2024. I know that was 2024. So this, I think, was just before that. All right, this was 2024. One of the kids put this on my van or on my car. I don't know why. They were being goofy, so I saved it. This is 2024. So I'm just going to try to separate things so I know what I'm up against here. Turtle River State Park. That would have been around graduation for Landon. So I'm going to put it with the graduation stuff. This looks like it was a little gift from somebody, but I don't know exactly the origin. Putting it aside. This, what did Landon send me? May 20. Oh, it was an assignment that March 2024. He had an assignment. He had to write a letter to Mom and mail it to me. That can go with his school stuff. Happy 4th. I don't know who wrote that and why. I think that goes with that. Here's more graduation stuff. So that goes in there. This was for my surgery. So that would go in that book. This is for my surgery. This is for my surgery in that book. These are from Landon's high school, like the last few months. And then this is July. This was his orientation for college. So Happy 4th. Orientation. This was August, right? So now I'm getting my timeline. This was August. July. They're at least in the right order in here. I mean, in terms of time frame. I just have to figure out the dates. Why do I have this? I don't remember the significance, but I kept it for something. I'm going to ask the kids if they know. These are all those cards. I don't need to worry about those. Food boxes. Landon's graduation. So my sister visited during Landon's graduation. Look at this. Gannon and I went to, this is old. We went to see a movie when we were in Rochester for his doctor's appointments. That's hilarious. That is really old. Okay, more, look at, that's from Gannon's appointment at Mayo. No, that's from my surgery. That goes in that pile. Okay, the food storage stuff, I'm keeping it, man, because I love bright food packaging. So I'm going to keep those. See what I'm doing? I'm just organizing myself. This was paper that I had used. These are the papers that I used in this book, the leftovers. And I kept them, and that's the actual bag. I kept them because I knew if I wanted more papers, I could use those, and it would match my book. So I'm going to set them aside now. I don't think I'll be adding any more pages to the book. But I'm going to keep my food storage because I love them, my food storage containers. And just, what is this? Oh, yeah. Oh, I made a tag. Oh. Yep, okay. So, none of this is sentimental. It's just food service, food boxes and stuff, because I love them. I don't know why I'm weird that way. I just do. Everything else is kind of sentimental, and I want to keep it together. So, this stuff is July and August. Am I going to finally finish this book, girls? I had 3 pages left, and I had all this stuff to figure out whether I'm going to put it in here or not. So I'm going to close this up. This is just going to become my food service, my food packaging. And then here, I have to figure out with what I have left. This was July, so this can go with this other pile. I have this many pages left in this book. A little bit of space here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to get this stuff in there, and that's not a lot of space. So let's just see if we can do a general assessment here. Now this. I'm trying to put a date to this. Landon's like one of his days where he wrote himself a to-do list, which I love. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. My surgery was in June 2024. So this is surgery, this is surgery, this is surgery. This is all May. So I think I'll put this stuff, maybe create a new book, and this stuff will go with the summer of 2024 stuff. And then I'll keep May in here. Makes sense to me. I think I left this so that perhaps I could stick things in there. My sister and I, when we get together, we love playing like cards and stuff. So I think that's what this is from, is when she was here for graduation. So this is going to be a little bit of a backtrack for graduate. Oh, actually. I'm doing a date check. This was March, May. So my brother sent me Easter card, Mother's Day card. This, if I'm going to put this in another book, I'm going to take this out of here. If I'm going to end up creating a whole other book for this stuff, I stuck this in here because I was like, I deflated it. It was like one of those little balloons that never deflate. So I popped a hole in it and deflated it, but I think now if I'm gonna put graduation and the end of spring in here for May 2024, then I'm gonna put June, July, like the summer of 2024 in another book completely. That means this has got to come out of here without trying to rip it too much. That goes with my surgery stuff. Okay, now I'm up to May. This was from Gannon from school. Is there a place I can stick this? Do I have an open spot? Do you see how full this book is? Holy, oh, there's my Gannon. This book is so full. I might just have to clip it on here. I'll leave it at that. All right. So, academic awards ceremony, May 15th. I don't need 2 of these. Sometimes I keep 2 because I end up using the pages in the book in that way, but I don't think I really need 2. I can fold this in half. And then I got a couple of scholarships that I wanted to keep. So, here's what I'm going to do. How do I want to keep these in here? Let's see what else. I don't need 2 of these, I don't think, let alone 3. But I save stuff because I don't, I don't want to be left without. It just depends on how I end up putting it in the book. So if I glued this down, I would lose this back side. But if I tape it in, I'll be able to open all of it if I just tape it into place. So that's what I'll do with this one. And now this one's a little bit more challenging. I think for this one, I'm just going to clip it in. Because I don't know. It just seems like the easiest choice right now. Okay. Oh, that was his invitation to this award ceremony. I am such a sentimental fool, you guys. I keep it all. I keep it all. I'm so proud of my kids. And someday they're going to look at this and be like, wow, she kept it all. Yes, I did, because I'm so proud of you. Okay. Graduation mass. And all the details of graduation. So, actually, I'm going to have more room in here than I thought. This way, and I can see it like this and clip it there. This was because she was visiting and we were playing so many games, which I love. It's my sister and me. I don't need all this bulk. There's more paper here than, look at that. I don't need all that. I will keep this. And I kind of don't need all of it. I don't need all this. I mean, it doesn't matter to me that I can't see all of it, truthfully. This was a letter that he wrote to me, which is so sweet, and I do want to keep it. So, how do I want to keep it, Gracie? I might, not everything has to be attached, does it? I don't think so. This was actually done, and he wrote it in March, which would have been before that. Here's Easter. Is there a date on this thing? March. This is when he wrote it. I'm slipping it in there. Okay. This goes here. think in this instance, I am going to attach this. Just right here. Oh, this little schedule for himself. Okay, so yeah, it's okay. Cheryl, I don't mind if my boys shake their heads. I don't mind. I'm a very sentimental woman, and anything of my husband's that I see, I just eat it up. It just makes me so excited. And then I pulled out my husband's senior year photos the other day from when he was in high school. And my kids were like, oh my gosh, look at Dad. I don't think my husband would have kept that stuff, but I kept it. And my boys are really excited to see that. And they have a little historical perspective of their dad. I know that men generally don't get as excited, but someday my hope is that they'll be married and their wives and children will get excited about them. You know what I mean? This I want to look up. I want to look up when we visited. This isn't related. This is just Gannon and I mean, it's just, it literally is not even related to this. So I'm just going to stick this in here. In fact, this is thermal paper. It's not going to last. I just know it will eventually just fade away completely. If you know anything about thermal printers, this printing isn't going to stick around, so it's okay. I'm just going to stick them in there. I don't know what the significance is of that, so I'm going to ask them. The other stuff is going to go in a different book, I believe, just because I've run out of room in this one, and I have to look this stuff up. So I actually will clip these together. Wow, I got through all that stuff. Oh my goodness, it's exciting. Wow, it didn't even take that long, actually. When you sit down and do it, it doesn't really take that long. And this Marco Island trip, I could look it up and see when this, I'll put these together because I don't even know what dates those were. Oh my goodness, it's so exciting. I love how bright this book is. I love the like papers that I used in it a lot. I do a lot of clipping, and I think it's okay. But, you know, when you guys put your books together, you got to do what you love. I love to be able to pull this stuff out and open it up and look at it. So that's why I don't permanently affix it in the book all the time. Okay. So I have one more set here to do, and I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'll keep the stuff. All this stuff. I will keep it, and maybe I'll just create another book for all that. Lots of papers here, lots of scrap papers to deal with. And you know me, I don't like to throw anything out. So I'll keep those for our open crafting giveaways when I do door prizes for open crafting for the Craft Therapy Club. Those little scrap papers help me with that. And then I have my food stuff, so I can rename this. This bin was I mean, it says daily journal, things that I keep. I suppose I could start putting, this book is done, but this book that I'm still working on, I mean, this is current. This is right now. I could put this one in here. And now that's my daily journal. My daily journal box. All right. And then this one will go up on my shelf because it's done. It was done. I will put the date. I'll do something on the front of it probably to put a date. Oh my gosh, ladies. We did it. We did it. Callie, I love that you love my little gifts so much, and I love seeing you treasure them in your journals, and I love that you appreciate them enough to keep them. They're so makes me so happy. Why? I mean, Callie, they really, your friendship is a blessing to me, and to be able to put those in my book and keepsake them, seriously, girl. It's legit, man. It brings legit happiness to me. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. And I have all these extras that you gave me that I don't know. I may end up making a journal out of that or using it as journal pages. Yay! I know, it's so good. You guys, thanks for being here with me. I do appreciate you. Do me a favor, please, please hit the like button on this video. And please subscribe to the channel. I'm getting closer to 3,000 subscribers, and it's not, I know that's like slim pickings for some, but it's a big deal for me. It's a really big deal, and I appreciate every single one of you that do that. So, oh, there's Terry. Terry Green is here. She passed away. Oh, Terry, may she rest in peace. May she rest in peace. She was suffering so much, and I know it's been such a burden for your heart. Like your hearts had been so heavy and sad watching her go through that. And now we will pray she's with the Lord. She's on her way to the Lord, of course. Well, God's blessing to you and your family, Terry. Big, big hugs. Hugs and hearts to you, my friend, and blessings too. I'm glad you told us because I know this has been going on for a few weeks. So God bless you all. All right, girls. Few prayers from my friend Terry and her family. I think I have to flip the camera around to get you guys. Hold on, this is going to get wonky. I cannot wait till my new camera comes because then I won't have to do all this. It's going to get wonky, girls. I got to flip you. Sorry. All right. I'll see you all later. Love you. Bye.